Hi, future nurses! I'm your bestie Thea.
I'm your bestie Shireen.
And for today's video, we're here again for another maternal nursing lesson.
So let's go. Alam mo ba, friendship?
Ano?
Sa obstetrics, bawat nanay may sariling kwento.
Talaga ba?
Yes, at minsan, nasa 6 lang na letters ang bagong journey nila.
So in this reel, gagawin nating super simple, fun, ang GPT-PAL!
GPT-PAL stands for the following. Una, G, for gravida. Ito yung number of times na nabuntis si mommy kahit ano pa ang outcome. Successful man, miscarriage, or ongoing pregnancy, counted. Next is P for parity. Ito naman ay ang number of times woman has given birth to a baby greater or equal to 20 weeks. Yung T naman stands for term. Ito yung mga pregnancies na umabot ng 38 weeks pataas. Ito yung mga full-term babies. The babies who waited patiently and came out right on schedule.
So let's dive on the P in GPT-PAL, which means preterm. This is the number of pregnancies between 20 to 37 weeks. Parang baby na nagmamadali lumabas kahit hindi pa due, kaya kailangan ng extra care. Sa GPT-PAL, binibilang natin bawat pregnancy na nag-end within this range kahit alive o stillborn. Next is abortion. At tandaan, hindi lang ito yung elective ha. Kasama dito ang miscarriages. At lahat ng pregnancy losses before 20 weeks, ito yung mga pagbubuntis na hindi umabot sa age of viability pero mahalaga pa rin na maisama sa history ng nanay. So the L is living children, which means number of children that are currently alive. Regardless kung term sila, preterm sila, o kung pang-ilang pregnancy sila, ito ang reminder na bawat buhay ng bata ay bahagi ng kwento ng nanay. Kaya sa GPT-PAL, hindi lang basta numbers. Ito ang buong journey ng isang ina mula sa bawat pagsubok hanggang sa bawat batang patuloy na nagbibigay ng saya.
Important reminder, in gravida, parity, and term, twins, triplets, at quadruplets ay counted as one pregnancy.
So now, let's solve for GPT-PAL.
So here's a breakdown of the example scenario. Mother A is currently at the clinic for a follow-up. She is 18 weeks pregnant. She reports that she has previously been pregnant 4 other times. Her first 2 pregnancies resulted in 2 healthy children born at 39 weeks and 41 weeks. Her last 2 pregnancies both ended in spontaneous abortions or miscarriages, one at 6 weeks and the other at 11 weeks gestation. Let's find the gravida first. So, una, si Mother A ay currently 18 weeks pregnant. At may 4 past pregnancies siya. So, 1 is in the current pregnancy and 4 are the past pregnancies. So, ang gravida niya is equal to 5. So, next is the parity. Sa 4 niyang previous pregnancies, 2 ang umabot sa age of viability. Both born at 39 weeks and 41 weeks. Ibig sabihin, nakapanganak siya ng 2 viable pregnancies. So, ang parity is equal to 2. Term. Next is term. 2 lang yung term na lampas sa 38 weeks, which is the 39 weeks at 41 weeks. So, ang term is equal to 2.
The total preterm births of Mother A is 0.
And next is abortion. And sinabi doon sa scenario na yung last 2 pregnancies niya ended in miscarriages. Isang 6 weeks at isang 11 weeks. So both are before 20 weeks, kaya counted sila as abortions in GPT-PAL. Kaya ang abortion ay equals to 2. And last is the living children.
The total living children of Mother A is 2.
Putting it all together, Mother A's GPT-PAL is G5P22022.
Ganun lang kasimple ang GPT-PAL.
Kami ang inyong besties sa pag-unawa ng pregnancy history. So, it's your time to shine, mga ka-besties. Answer these sample scenarios and see you again on the next maternal nursing lesson. Follow for more quick nursing tips.
Bye!